good, people? This is your boy B Barnes. This is the Gentleman's Guide podcast, where we seek to unpack manhood one day at a time.
What's happening, people? What's happening, man? We in a little different environment today, man.
Yes,
who we got today, man? Who we got today?
Oh, me? I thought this your boy Shaun Henny, man. We outside,
sir,
man.
I appreciate
Come on, man. This is dope, man. I'm always supporting anything that my people do, man. So I'm 100% behind that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my understanding, Shaun, you are a curator of social life. I think that's a fair explanation.
Vibes.
Yeah, I like to go by like nightlife connoisseur or something like that. Kind of.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it ain't gonna just be my party that's going on,
Gotcha.
but I can assist you and guide you to where you need to go.
So that's one of the things I really wanted to get into, just like assisting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Before we get there,
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. My bad. We ain't been on in a while, man. Every episode we do a different bottle.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big whiskey connoisseur. You not like connoisseur. So
Yeah.
I'm a big whiskey drinker, man. So today we got
Damn.
Old Elk.
Look fire too.
Yes, sir. So Brandon, what you got?
I got some Uncle Nearest 1884.
Got to have that.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
got to have Uncle Nearest. If you don't know that story,
Got to look it up.
look it up, Google it.
Yes, sir.
You know,
That's dope.
All of us are drinking old fashions, man. Where we
Yeah.
at today? Where we at with the location, man?
Killjoy, man.
Yeah.
The spot for everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely appreciate, not only, Killjoy managers looking out, man, but
sure.
also you, man, you know,
Yeah.
putting this together for us,
sure.
man. So, I think this is gonna be a super dope event, man. Podcast, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. So, I'm gonna kick it off with you, man.
ahead.
I'm gonna kick it off with you, bro. How did you get into this, man? Because I know I've been knowing you for years. You know what I'm saying? The city of Raleigh. Everybody, when they come into the city, first thing you do, newcomers, college kids, they always, what is there to do?
what's this?
Yeah.
The first person that
The vibes.
everybody is, find out about is Shaun Henny. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So take us back, bro. How you got started?
Took a lot of work to get there. I'm gonna be honest. I tell people all the time. I was coming back. I didn't finish school. I didn't finish college. I went to John C. Smith University. I was there for 2 years.
Okay.
Tried to make it work. I realized that I was more attracted to the nightlife scene and what was going on than I thought I was.
Yeah.
Because I kind of grew up around it. My uncles was DJs. Cats in the local city would have parties and stuff. And I was young. I would be in the DJ booth or whatever. When I came back from Charlotte, I realized, okay, school is not going to work out.
Yeah.
So what can I do? And then I realized I was a 22-year-old grown man living with my mom, and I ain't have no money. So I was just like, I got to figure out something. So back then, I don't want to say that, man, but it's a free country. My cousin, we used to smoke,
Yep.
and he was just like, why you just don't do parties, bro?
Yeah.
Like, everybody know you. You smart. You already know what you got going on. I know you trying to get out your mom's crib. I was staying at my brother's crib like every night, lying to my mom saying I was going to work. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just figure out a way to put myself in that lane. Shout out to Brent. Brent was already doing stuff.
Right.
So I used to go to his stuff and like, okay, so there is a lane for this. I just got to be different from that.
Right.
And that's kind of how it happened, man. I went and made a crazy little flyer, linked up with DJ Cutter, and we started doing Tuesday nights. Yeah. That's literally how it happened, just out of the blue. I hollered at him. I said, y'all just want to start doing parties. We ended up finding a spot called Rumble 54 in Durham, and it took off from there. Literally, it happened overnight, and I was out of my mom's crib in 3 months.
Okay.
So around what year was?
2009, 10.
Okay.
Right there. Just because I think my Raleigh run started in 2010. Yeah, so probably like 2009.
Okay.
Going into where you are now, like, let's back up a little bit more. You said you was at a crossroads.
Yeah.
You was at a crossroads, and was it necessity in terms of making that next step, in terms of getting out of your mom's house and kind of creating a living for yourself, a life?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of everything, because when you realize everybody around you is moving differently and have a lot of things going on that you don't, you kind of get caught in your own biasness, I guess that's the word, or you start being biased and think, nah, my life is going to turn around eventually. And you can't wait on eventually at all. You got to just go out there and do it. And that's what it was. My friends had nice cars. They was good jobs. You know what I'm saying? Good jobs. Right. They had their own apartments. They out with girls. They on campus. It's a lot of activity going on that I didn't have any access to that I needed to be who I am today. Right. And that's kind of pretty much, so you could say it was a necessity, but it was more just like, I can't sit here and be in this rut forever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got to do something. I got to make some motion. Because then turn around, I'm 22 now. I'll be 26 still here in the same spot if I don't do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big, man. That takes a lot to have that mindset. Because I know a lot of guys that we grew up with.
In that same situation.
Right.
In that same situation, didn't make it out that situation.
Still there to this day.
Right.
To this day.
That part. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's real life right there, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So what were some of the things that you faced, that challenges, like early on, 2009, 2010, 22? What did you face early?
Early, I mean, it's competitive. Being a promoter is competitive in general.
Yeah.
You just gotta kind of stretch your mind and be a little bit more creative. You gotta have better DJs than that person, and you gotta have a better flyer than this person. Or you gotta offer more. I think the thing that people miss, it's not necessarily a challenge. I wasn't doing it for the money. Okay. I was doing it to get my clientele up because I knew the money eventually would come. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like I was pretty much giving away. I mean, every party was pretty much free, and I would just make money off the VIP line and stuff like that. But I saw the when you see somebody's face and they are very appreciative of something, that do something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be shorty birthday. Hey, Shaun, we turning 18, 19, or 21st birthday. My party's free. Pull up.
Yeah.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? So it was more of that. It wasn't necessarily a challenge. Just trying to figure out, what does the consumer want? What do they like? What they don't like? Is the DJ good? Am I charging too much? How's the drinks? All that stuff is like yeah. And I was thinking about that. I mean, we talking almost 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
So I guess you definitely touched on a lot right there that I really want to touch on.
Yeah.
And when it comes to your brand, you know what I'm saying, making sure that brand was the you are that brand, but that brand, you know, now with social media, back then it was flyers, you know what I'm saying, you know, making sure that brand is, you know, tip top notch. You was giving away a lot of stuff. Like, was that something that came with like experience, or like different events? Like, yo, I got to give this away free. You know what I'm saying? Or,
yeah, it was seeing what the other promoters. I just pretty much seeing what the OGs was doing, seeing what I could do differently. I never looked at anything as a competition. I just knew what I was doing was different.
Yeah,
I just knew.
You knew what you brought to the table.
Yeah, I knew when my position when I got into that space, I knew they felt me. It was like, oh, what he doing is way. I was already ahead of time already, because I was already a creative. I was already like that in high. If anybody know, in high school, I was very artsy. I was very like into that lane already. Yeah. I was music. I love music. So I was kind of like, I would use that as I would take words from a Drake song or a Jay-Z song and say, that'd be a dope thing for a party.
Yeah.
I doubt anybody was thinking that. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about that, man, because you have some memorable parties that I done been a part of. You got some memorable parties.
That New War run was serious.
I want to get into that, man.
That was serious.
CIAA.
That was serious.
You know,
I forgot, man. Whoa. Go ahead.
You know, working with DJ Bobby Drake.
That's my brother.
You know what I'm saying?
The OG.
The OG of, like, then you had Body, then you had Stir, then you had Steer. Raleigh Live,
Dolce.
You know what I'm saying? So
Miss.
So we going back in time, man. And how do you outlast these venues?
So
the venues come and go, and you know, unfortunately, you know, some of your early years in the game, those places are no longer there. So like, you know, what is setting you differently from the venue itself?
Right.
Is it the brand?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too political on here. I don't want to. But I could really just tell you what it really is, bro. Raleigh is very separated. You got white, you got black. There's maybe 1% of minority owners that own any type of venue downtown. So 80% of the time, they don't even want us in their venues.
I want to talk about this.
I think that's kind of how it happened, because it was like, how can I get my people in these nice spaces and prove to the owner or whoever runs this spot that all niggas ain't the same nigga?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, facts.
What y'all see going on outside on Capitol or Wake Forest or whatever y'all see outside of downtown, that's not the crowd that's here.
Right.
And the crowd we're trying to bring. So that's kind of like how I thought about it. I was like, okay, cool. If I got to be the guy to land on the blade and down, you know what I'm saying? I'll take that. So I used to. That's
No
pretty
Diddy.
much, yeah, facts. no Diddy, but it was like I went to. So I'll never forget booking Solus. I had Wednesday nights at Solus.
I remember. Yep.
I got it because I was offended by how they treated us. I went one night and they wouldn't let me in because I had on Chucks or something like that. And then I remember turning around to the security guard like, "You gonna be working for me one day." Literally told him that. Literally 3 weeks later, I was doing Wednesdays at Solus. It motivated me that much to say, you know what, y'all don't want us here, I'm gonna put us here anyway. I'm gonna get us in here anyway. And that was a trickle effect to get Tantra and all these other spots that was owned by. Most of these owners are super cool, but what they don't understand the culture. They don't understand us a lot of times. Correct. And they think everybody's the same. And it's like, no, let me show you first before you make that decision, because we need somewhere to go too. This can't just be for that crowd that want to get 35 mil of lights.
Yeah.
We gonna tear the bar down,
Right.
and we're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I could be that guy to open up the window, open up that door downtown Raleigh for everybody, that's what me and Daniel goal was. Like me and Bobby Dre used to sit and just think of ideas all day. Like, yo, why they saying no to us? And we didn't realize, oh, it's because we're bringing a black crowd. Well, what black crowd can we bring?
Yeah.
We're not saying that we want to be bougie or different from everybody else, but what can we do to show y'all, hey, this space is safe for us too?
How can we break that door down?
There we go.
Exactly.
And the reason why I asked around that time when you started popping off and doing your parties, you said 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
There's been recent conversations online here and there. I've seen on my algorithm where people that are younger than the millennials, because we millennial generation.
Yeah.
And you talking about the dress codes and the clubs and the bars and like business casual.
Yeah.
And that's been a running joke. But
We used to wear.
we had to, right? Because of they didn't want a certain look.
Yeah, the Chelsea boot era was serious.
Chelsea boot, button ups.
Blazers.
The best, like what's my man from the game? The dude Durham when he had the best,
Yeah.
Durham,
Mohawks.
terrible style.
crazy time, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a different perspective. But from the consumer's perspective, that was a kind of a necessity. We had to
dress like
a certain way to get into these venues.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was trying to make that connection.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was tough, man. I mean, just watching your people get turned away from spots, and then people get to walk in how they want to walk in. It just at some point it's kind of disrespectful.
Right.
You know, we don't have the capital or the money or the funding to go get our own spot, so y'all rub it in our face. So why not be mature enough and be business minded and say, you know what, we can make money off all entities, black, white, Chinese, it don't matter. Just give us a night. That's all I used to tell them.
Yeah.
Give me a night. I don't care what it is. Give me a bar minimum. I'll show you better than I can tell you.
Right. So that has been your entrance into.
Yeah, I mean, it much more to it than that, but that's kind of my mind. I was. You can't tell me no, because if you tell me no, I'm gonna go to the next spot. Then y'all gonna be mad because y'all turned me down because they jumping. Yeah.
So I guess that now leads into my next question: is what is Raleigh missing? What is it that we don't have that other cities have? Durham have, Charlotte have, Atlanta has, Miami has. You know, what is it that we're missing from this?
Some big names. Atlanta, Miami.
I mean,
go ahead.
Raleigh big too. You know, we
I tell people all the time, y'all sleep on what we do out here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Charlotte, cool. And I was there for a long time, and I did CIAA, I did all that. The only difference is there's a division in between the people that's here to spend money and the owners who don't have any idea who these people are that spending money. Charlotte is very open to knowing, that's dope. That's fine. Charlotte knows the market. Okay, cool. We know it's HBC this weekend. We know it's HBCU basketball weekend.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we let these promoters do parties here?
Right. It's only going to benefit you.
That's it. And it's not going to take, as long as you keep the integrity of the event what it is, it'll never tarnish the name. That's why I'm able to do Haymaker for 4 years, Killjoy for 3 years straight. Because my brand doesn't mess up what they got going on outside of my Friday nights or my Thursday nights. That's the difference with Charlotte. Charlotte they not looking at this. They looking at this.
Yeah.
They want that green. Raleigh, it's just so divided because they don't understand it, man. If I told y'all the type of week I've had these past 2 weeks and the numbers that was thrown at me for Dreamville and It's just, man, it's just outlandish. I would never have to go through that in Charlotte, ever. They'd be like, what? Dreamville, what? What night you want? Sign it here. This is what, bow. Don't even worry about paying rental. We'll just eat off the bar. Wow. Yeah, so that's the difference. We just gotta, Raleigh just gotta get out of there. Oh, this ain't 1990 something. You know what I'm saying? It's 2025. That's why these other cities are passing us by. Yes, we get an influx of people that move here from everywhere. All over. There's money pouring in.
But the ninth light is what's
and that's the part. They come here and that's why my they like, well, go to Shaun stuff. I'm the only one closest to what you'll get in a Charlotte or Atlanta or DC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I give you everything. I give you peace and sand. I give you Killjoy. I give you a day party. I give you Haymaker. I give you whatever you want. Yeah. As long as you're comfortable in this space with us and this familiar with you and you spending money with me, cool. But that's what we miss. I hate how it feels because I feel like Raleigh should be. I mean, we got so much money up here, dog.
I feel like. So, and I'm running not numbers, but in terms of like the logistics of your day to day, right? I'm thinking of trying to compare it to like a contractor, right? Where you got all these subs under you coming in under your name. What's that vetting process like? How's that process in terms of like who do you choose to do this? Who works the door?
Luckily I have a team, so everybody that's been with me has been with me since.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah. I don't really have to outsource. Like my door girls, they came to me, and I put a lot of them in position to be comfortable. You know, they get paid really well. My security, it's crazy how I got my security because I never had it.
Word.
I used to do Fridays here with the same packed crowd, no security.
That's crazy.
I used to do Haymaker, same packed crowd, no security. Somebody came to me and was like, "Man, you need somebody here to." Not protect the crowd, but protect you.
Yeah.
You don't know who's watching you. You know what's going on when you leave at night. You don't know what's going on. You got to have eyes on you and make sure that your events are safe just in case something happens. So it was a blessing that they came. So past 3 years, I've had the same security guy.
Yeah. Let's switch gears for a second. Let's go to some. You spoke on it. Your memorable events. What are some of those for like? What is your most memorable event? Like you was like, yo, I wish I can run that back.
What's your most memorable event? Because you the consumer.
I ain't gonna lie. The first day party we ever did at Solace, it was a Saturday. It was me, Marseille, ACT. It was the first ever day party Solace ever did on a Saturday.
Okay.
Massive, all 3 floors packed. That's one. 2, I'll say the first Friday we ever did at Noir. The ratio was easily 30-1. And that's when I knew, okay.
It's tough.
Everybody's in that 21 to 30 now, growing up.
Yep.
You starting to see, okay, people are going to work. They got a little money. They can come out now, enjoy themselves. So I'll say that running New Orleans, and then, I don't know, man. There's so many. CIAA for sure.
I was gonna get into CIAA.
That day party, that rooftop
day party was like by far like one of
every year, every Friday we would do it.
Go straight to the rooftop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Boom.
So that's probably my top 3. Like the first day party, because I feel like I was the first person to do a day party in Raleigh, like a actual like, hey, this joint started at 3. We going till they kick us out.
Yeah.
And we talking 2010.
Nor was probably like my second.
Noir was a vibe, man. Noir created. You know what's crazy about Noir? I get so many guys that walk up to me, or girls that walk up to me, that are married to their spouse now, that they met at Noir. I had one dude, he like probably 3-4 months ago, probably around like New Year's. He was like, yo, you remember me? I was like, nah. He's like, man, I met my wife at one of your parties. And I was like, where? He was like, where? I was like, Noir, man, I used to come to Noir every Friday. He said, man, we got 3 kids now. I was like, that's crazy.
It won't Noir for me. It was Solace.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. He was like, yo, keep doing what you're doing, man. You making
true
people
story, though.
He a matchmaker.
Crazy, man.
Bring the vibes, man. You might find your wife, man.
What's your plans? I know you already got stuff in the works, I'm assuming, for the final Dreamville.
Yeah, we dropping some bombs on Monday, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I gotta ask, because we're here. Any exclusives, or are you waiting to?
Friday night is gonna be very exclusive.
Okay.
I don't think nobody even thought to get this venue, or thought we could even get it. We got it.
I know you got a day party. It's outside, right?
Block party here. We
Block party.
had 565 tickets sold at the moment.
Okay.
It's gonna be massive.
It's gonna be right here in between these two buildings right here.
So we're doing parking lot, Killjoy, and then Brass Tap right here on the corner.
Oh, okay.
So Brass Tap, they got full kitchen, full bar.
Okay.
So girlies, they don't like to eat for some reason. So we got a spot for them to come chill, look pretty, eat, and then come back. Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
So I think that also like is another thing for me that is Raleigh is missing. So it's leading into another conversation that I want to have with you, and hopefully we can talk about it.
Yeah.
That food, that one stop shop, food, vibes,
Hookah,
everything,
Drink, hookah.
Yeah. So why is it that it's so hard for Raleigh to do that?
Risk. That the owners in Charlotte, Greensboro, they don't care.
Yeah.
They'll take the fine, and they know that as long as they're paying their taxes on the liquor, they're paying their rent on time, and when the ALE does come, they have all their T's crossed and their I's dotted. They're not bothering you. Raleigh is just so scared to take that leap and be the difference. That's why it's just going to take somebody who has nuts, like big ones, to be like, you can't shut me down because I have the money to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's places that could do it. They're just scared, man. That's all. It's really just they're scared to take their risks. It's gonna take somebody to not give a fuck for real.
All right.
Yeah.
Because Brent just opened his, right? Is it full kitchen?
Beautiful. I haven't been. So I was supposed to go last night. Couldn't make it. I was running late. But it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think it is full kitchen, full bar.
Full bar.
Yeah.
Hookah and
the hookah I don't know.
okay.
That I don't.
Okay. It's called the District.
Yes.
So
shout out Brent, man. That's dope.
Brent,
Proud
man.
of my boy, man.
Yes, sir. So he got the living room too in Durham. So I think that's now my where I wanted to before I get into that, where I was going with it was, one stop shop. The one stop shop for us that I remember is the venue.
Yeah, with the brunch. That's what took it to that level.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can talk about this. We can't talk about this, man.
Yeah, I mean, that ain't no beef no more. I mean, it's just, bad business on their part, not mine.
So how did that start, and like what was it? Because for me, that was, I remember when you hit me, you was like, yo, come to the spot. This is for us.
Everything.
I never forget.
Black owned everything.
Black owned. Went there. It was great venue. You know what I'm saying? And then
space.
That's what we've never had.
Right.
We've never had that much space in the area. And then that's when you brought the day party, the Sunday brunch day party to them. And then it y'all decided to split ways.
Right.
Man. Can you talk about why?
I mean, if you're the star player, you want to get paid.
Okay.
Period. I should have a right to negotiate my contract.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me because I see money being made, and I'm just getting pennies. Like,
right.
It's not fair to me and my brand. I still got things to do and people to pay. And I'm literally carrying this. This is my concept, my idea. Y'all hit me up if y'all didn't see that it was gonna be successful. Why hit me up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We took it. I cared about the people there. I didn't miss one meeting. We had meetings every Tuesday. I was there every Tuesday. I didn't miss one meeting.
Yeah.
Not one. In the pouring, it could be pouring down rain, and I'll be there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a businessman, and I my name is all I have. I don't want nobody to say nothing crazy about what I got going on and how I move. I try to
how you run your joint.
Yeah. So I try to be on point as much as possible. That way, if I get a reference, if somebody asks somebody about something, there's nothing negative to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's water under the bridge. They still open. They still doing their thing. I hate how it ended because we had something special.
That was definitely fire, man. Shout out to them, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the venue, man.
Yeah.
Man, my granddaddy. I'm about to do a little Shannon Sharp. My granddaddy always said, "Your name
is all you got.
A good name is priceless."
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, by any means, protect that brand, protect your name as a man, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
And when you put it like that, like the reference that you use, hey, at the end of the day, man, business is business.
Right, and it's a respect thing too. If you don't know something, just ask. Don't assume.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's already floating in the joint, going crazy, I don't have to post the flyer 1,000,000 times. I don't have to show up on time. Y'all want me to be there? I'm not doing that because the money's already there. When I walk in, it's flooded, packed brim to brim. So what I need to be here from time we open to close for? I did my job.
Yeah. You brought the people in.
I promote. That's what I do.
And to that point, my question to that is, how has, because you say you started that early 2010, 8, 9, 10, going into the transition of the internet, social media, and what it is now, how has that, benefited you or hindered you in
I mean, luckily, like guys like me and Brandon and Marseille, we caught we got the best of both worlds. We got the old school promotion format where we used to have to pass out thousands of flyers.
Yeah.
All the internet did was make it easier for people to see it more times than just once. If I hand this out, I'll probably never see that person ever again. But on the internet, they could go to my page and look.
See what he got going on.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that I could see that was the advantage. It was like I could leave it on my page, keep it up there, people could see it. If I'm out passing out flyers, they can throw my shit in the trash.
So to that point, as from the consumer perspective, you go to Walmart, you come outside, go to your car, you see this random ass flyer.
You get mad
in your car. And I never got mad personally, but I'm like, I don't know who this is.
Right.
I don't know what type of vibe this is on versus from the consumer perspective, you go to your page, all right, I can see what he got going on. I can see where he at, what he's doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Access.
It's like access. I got a little bit more access where I can see, okay, this may be my speed where I can pull up, bring my wife, bring my girlfriend, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Bring my bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter who I bring. It's just I can pull up by myself, and then the vibe is the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So like, from a consumer perspective, I can see social media shifted that for us. You know
it just took it up a notch, and it allowed creatives to be more creative. That's when you start seeing the different flyers or seeing now you got more access to who's DJing. DJs you might have never heard of before. You can go to their page and see them, hit them up. That's kind of pretty much how I met my DJs, just on the internet. It's kind of like once I knew my man was retiring, my main guy, I had to go get some new people. I had to go build a whole new team, and the internet that helped with that.
go ahead.
I want to hold on to that thought of that that statement that you just made, about DJ Bobby Drake retiring.
Rest in peace, Bobby Drake.
My boy good.
Yeah.
Tally parties back
real
in the
estate,
day.
boy.
Come on now. Hey, it's
God. That's why I said they don't know, man. That's why it's this the new Raleigh, but the old Raleigh just has so
Tally
much
parties is
has
crazy.
so much essence to it, man. It has so much like
It's different.
you can feel it.
Hey, bro, I was at North
Right.
Carolina Wesleyan. When the Tally parties would come. So niggas was coming. We was coming from Rocky Mount
Going to Tally.
to the Tally party and just having crazy nights.
Taking an hour
Look,
drive,
look.
that's crazy.
The Western, they was the ones starting the fights. That's what they.
Yeah, we knew that. We knew that already.
The Rocky Mountain niggas, they was starting the fights.
But the thing is, it's crazy because they didn't want to fight because they wanted to fight. Somebody started with them. Every time I seen it, somebody ticked them off.
Somebody flexing on them.
Yeah.
I've been.
Egos
It's been a couple.
involved.
It's been a couple.
Like
Been a couple
I tell
fights.
people all the time, man, Fairfield and the 2-5 and 910, just leave them alone, man. They here to vibe and have a good time. You don't gotta stun on my
Don't poke the
people,
bear.
man.
Don't poke the bear, man.
These guys are crazy. They're nuts.
Then you got the fraternities. They with their crew. And,
Yeah, it's just too much, man.
I like the energy that I have in your events, man. Just speaking from my personal, my standpoint, man. When I see you, bro, even if it was 2010, I was then 2010 up until now, I started becoming a familiar face. You know what I'm saying? He was all, hey, yo, bro, I appreciate you. It was always like an
All
appreciation,
love. Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of places you go outside of here, I ain't talking about, Raleigh, but like you go to like DC or, whatever, you'll see somebody who's throwing the promote, the only thing they care about is the money.
Yeah.
Like
no personal.
That was my main thing.
so that's what I would say, like, really kind of like, damn, like, nigga came over there, you know what I'm saying? He ain't have to do that.
That was my main thing. I knew. I worked in retail a long time, like in the mall, and I realized the people that spend money with you are the people you speak to every time, even if they don't buy anything. I had a lady when I worked at what was I working at, DTLR or something like that. She would just come in. She would never buy anything. She would just come look at shoes. She enjoyed the fact that I gave her a conversation.
Yeah.
So when she did come and spend some money, it was a big bag.
Right.
It was Christmas. She bought everybody, but she spent that money with me. And I realized, okay, what I got to do is from the time they walk in, no matter if it's packed, empty, I done took a lot of L's. I don't want a lot, but I still want to make sure that, hey, are you okay? You need anything? Yeah. Appreciate y'all coming. Da-da-da. My name's Shaun. Da-da-da. A lot of times people think I own the spot.
That goes a long way.
Yeah. And that's important because it's like they feel special.
Because you're not, at the end of the day, you're not buying a product. You're buying from a person.
Yeah, it's not even about buying. It's about understanding, okay, if I'm saying, hey, these are my parties and I'm different, I have to show you why I'm different.
No, I mean, like, from a consumer standpoint, I'm not buying the product. I can buy that from anywhere, but I'm buying it from a specific person. Yeah. I'm gonna spend my money with this person rather than going over, because I can get the same product over here.
Right.
But I'd rather get it with this person.
It's more personal.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
I mean, I want to take a drink to that, man. You know, for sure.
Yeah, salute, man. This is dope, man. I don't never get to talk. Like, I be chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Man, salute, man.
Salute, some of that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate this therapy, man. Therapy's in all forms, bro. Like, sometimes, you know, I don't never get to really talk about what I got going on. I just recently lost my mom in September, so it's like, things been kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, appreciate that. Yeah. Like, the holidays was rough. Yeah. Doing what I'm doing is crazy. My mom passed in September. October is literally right next, so it's homecoming. I still had to get through like 2 months. Yeah, and it's just like,
if you don't mind, let's talk about that, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm a if it's okay with you.
Yeah, we're good. I'm good now.
Yeah. I remember a conversation you and I had. We was actually here, Killjoy. And every year, January 26th, May 5th, I always talk about, postmark.
Yeah.
So, you know, one of the things that, you know, of course, when you said you posted your mom, you know, I said, you know, big condolences to you. I hadn't seen you since, you know, that moment. So when the first time I came here, you was like, you know, appreciate you came very, you know, straight, you know, appreciate you.
Right.
You know, same thing you've always done.
Yeah.
Then you pulled me to the side. He was like, hey, man, you know, I want to ask you a question, man. How do you deal with grieving?
Yeah.
I know you post about your boy. Like, you've never told me that. You know what I'm saying? He never talked about Mark or anything like that. He was like, man, I always see you post about, you know, your brother, man, you know, how do you deal with it? And for me, that was like, it hit me in a different manner, because this is not only this, you're human at the end of the day.
Right.
Outside of all this party stuff, outside of any of that, you're still human.
Right.
So, I told you, like, bro, we can talk about, like, I don't care about none of that, because like, to me, you was reaching out for help.
Right.
You was asking for
it. Yeah,
like,
it was tough.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, one, I want to say, man, you know, like Brandon said, man, definitely, you know, my condolences to you and the family.
I appreciate it.
Two, how are you doing?
I'm good now.
Yeah.
Yeah, holidays was tough. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Christmas is hard because, you know, I got a son, so he's used to, like, my mom being there, and, you know what I'm saying? And that was tough. And then New Year's Eve, every year since I was probably 7, 8 years old, we used to go to the Waffle House.
Yeah.
So not doing that this year was kind of tough, you know what I'm saying? Or just, you know what I'm saying, just talking to her. So it was hard. And then January was like, it was snowing. I couldn't do no parties. Every weekend something was closed. It was just, man, I was just sitting in the crib, man, just like, how do I get help? I can't talk to my favorite person right now. So what do I do?
So she was that confident.
Yeah, my mom was what? Huh? Shut up, dude. You know who you are. Right. Don't worry. What you worried about? Yeah. You the man. Yeah, I see. I could post a video of a party. My mom's first person comment.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's nothing more potent, more what's the word I'm looking for? More I guess potent is the word I'm looking for.
Encouraging.
Than a mother's love.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like it.
A mama can make you think you Superman, bro.
I'm telling you, could be
especially a black mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real.
Facts.
You know.
You could be doing the worst and she gonna be like, baby, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my mom. Like, we had a very good relationship, but we saw things differently. I'll say that. My mom's from Durham, so you know how that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her mindset was just like always like, we'll figure it out. And it's like sometimes you can't just figure it out.
You have to do something.
You gotta do something about it.
Yeah.
We just I think that was probably our only difference. I used to want to get stuff done. Like, we tripping. What do you? And she just take her time. Yeah, God got me. My mom, huge church. Just pray about it.
So you say you're good now, but do you feel like you're like healed?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll be okay. I think you can't turn back the hands of time, and you know, I can't go get her out of the grave and just kiss her or whatever. But it's more or less like, okay, I gotta be. I know who's watching me.
Yeah.
My son. I know the type of business I'm in. If I messed up, that's gonna mess up everything around me.
Right.
So I gotta learn how to just I've learned how to just be strong. That's why I showed up. Even though the same day I buried my mom's, I had a party. I was here. I came to Killjoy the same night. Because I needed that for me.
Yeah.
I needed to be around that love and be around that. Because my mom wouldn't want me to just be moping. Yeah. So I had this.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
No, you good, bro.
Somebody that has, experienced somebody so close to me. I've never lost my parent, but like to me, like Mark was probably, and everybody, that very close to me know how significantly this was for me. Like I lost him. That's my best friend at, I'm 18 years old. Right. I never
That's
like.
tough.
It was.
I didn't grieve.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had for me, I had individuals around me that missed him so much. So like me being, that's my brother.
Right.
So I'm like trying to make sure
he was being the strong one. I'll speak for myself because we from the same town. So like he's always been the strong person.
Yeah.
The strong
I can
friend.
see that.
The strong, you know what I'm saying? The guy that people go to, in these situations. Right. So I could see that from
So and you know what's crazy? I really didn't begin to heal. It wasn't until 2015.
Wow.
He died in 2005, so 10 years.
Wow.
So I've only told this story to like one or two people. The thing that helped me like really get over that was I retired his basketball jersey. At high school. I retired his basketball jersey, and his mom was there and everything like that. And she looked at me and she was like, he was murdered. So, I never really like, so people that don't know, he was murdered and everything. Her and I went to the trial, and so she looked at me and said, this is 2015. She said, I've forgiven him, him being the killer.
Right.
You got to let this go.
Yeah.
I broke down because the strongest person that I know who lost her son, now a couple years later she lost her second son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to my mom, but my mom has never lost a son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like this is the strongest mother I know. Yeah, perspective wise. So when she said that, I broke down because like now mentally, I've been holding on to this for 10 years. So now I can like really begin to properly grieve.
It's a form of closure in a way.
Closure. It was
forgetting, because closure doesn't mean you forget.
Yes.
But
so,
facts.
And so I say all that to say this to you, man. I know you say you're good.
Yeah.
I know you say you've been, processing it, but I want you to, at some point, I want that to be some like, not saying that it hasn't. I'm with
you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I hear this all the time. My homeboys tell me all the time, like, bro, it's gonna hit you, bro. Like, just. Yeah.
And it has hit you.
Yeah.
I don't know that. No one knows except for you.
Yeah.
But from my my advice is just like, if it hasn't, just allow it to.
Yeah, for sure.
If it has, man, just keep building on from that grievance and that healing. That healing. I'm not gonna say grievance. That healing part of it. Because
I wouldn't cut you off. It was refreshing. It's crazy at the funeral because I didn't even cry.
Yeah.
Like I was just like my son was like, "You all right?" I was like, "I'm good." Like I was chilling because it's like I know my mom and I just know how she raised me, man.
Yeah,
I just know like we always used to joke around. She always made everything light for me. I could be going through crazy puberty situations, something in me that's irritating me, she turned it into a joke.
Yeah.
So it made it light. So it's just like, if it was her time to go, it's her time to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It sucks the way it happened, but I can't allow these people in this room, my family, to see me. Because if I'm down bad, it makes it easy for somebody to make an excuse for me. Don't make no excuse for me. Yeah. I'm good. I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Mom dudes, we good. I love you. But I gotta get back to work. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Hey man, if it's okay with you, man.
Yeah.
I want to take a drink on behalf of your mom, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir. Man.
Yeah, Miss Lisa, man.
Miss Lisa.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Lisa, man.
Yeah. Salute.
Salute, man. I think
That's good.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
fire.
Yeah.
The old elk, man. The old elk.
Yeah. That's
No, I appreciate you just taking a moment to be vulnerable. for a
Yeah, I
second,
mean,
man.
I'm probably the most vulnerable person in the world. Don't nobody
Yeah.
know because I don't know. I'm the only child. When you grow up and you're the only child,
I meant to ask you that too.
yeah, and you in a room by yourself, you in the crib by yourself, you learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? You kind of understand your emotions a little bit more. You don't have to. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody but myself.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's such an interesting statement because we pretty much the same. Grew up with three brothers.
brothers.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
We're me and my
wish.
brothers. We're all like
Yeah.
Wish.
all stepsisters. I'm number 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and I remember not one specific time, but in terms of like you said, learning yourself. You always, from our perspective, when you got siblings that close in age, you always got. It's like you got the good devil on the shoulder and the bad and the angel.
Yeah.
And one of your brothers is always the bad guy, like judging you, like "Hey, what's
that influence?
yeah, judging you for something or doing something. Versus if from an only child perspective, it's like, bro, you ain't got nobody right there,
Right.
in your face saying, man, what you tripping? It's like, nah, bro, like I'm sad. Let me be sad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
you deal with your emotions how you deal with them. Can't nobody tell you how to be yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
right. And you learned that on your own.
Yeah, I mean, you grow because you grew up growing in the neighborhood I grew up in. You had to learn how to fight quick. You learn how to think quick.
Fact.
You know how to be
you
fast.
from Durham, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Durham.
I'm from East Durham.
You say Durham,
I'm
Durham.
from East Durham to be exact. I'm from one of the roughest neighborhoods, but you used to have so much fun. All of us like got along. You know what I'm saying. The only time you really see cats really in trouble is if we beefing with somebody that's not from where we from. That's the only time.
Right.
Yeah.
You just had to learn. Growing up around guys that was getting money at 13, 14 years old, you like, whoa.
How you get that?
Yeah.
What I got to do to get that?
What? Dirt bikes, all of these. Y'all pulling up new Jordans. I'm looking at my mama like, are we doing something wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she was like, no, we good. You just don't need to be in that world.
There you go.
Yeah.
Stick to what you doing. You like to draw. You like games. You like clothes. You like sneakers. You funny. You want to do stuff. You want to host. Do that.
Yeah.
But don't be coming in here at 3, 4 in the morning smelling like weed,
Yeah.
stealing, robbing, because it ain't going to be good for you.
My mama always said, when me and my brothers will go out, whether it's like a little party somewhere in high school or whatever, we knew what this meant, but it covered a whole basis of stuff.
Right.
She said, all right, don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't do nothing stupid.
Don't do nothing stupid.
We all knew what that meant.
And so my don't do nothing stupid was, hey, don't walk in this house before I wake up.
I ain't never heard that. I would have never left the house. I would have never left. You know what, Mom? I'm a shit. I'm good.
Hey, and it was pops. Hey, don't do nothing. Hey, don't walk in this house before I wake up.
Woo.
So whatever time that was,
Yeah.
it could be on Friday,
Depending on
what mood he was in.
I wouldn't have left the house. I wouldn't have left the crib.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just dope to see like the different perspective from black families, man. Like being black is probably the best thing in the world.
Yeah,
When
being black
traded
is-
for the world.
When traded for the world.
You see our women?
Got to drop a bomb.
Yeah.
Drop a bomb for that.
I always tell people, man, the black woman is the strongest specimen of life, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? The things that they had to deal with, overcome, and outside even just dealing with us.
Right.
Just,
Fact.
so I have nothing but respect for her.
Always, man.
Come on, man. Like, I love us. I pray we can figure out how to blend together more and be together more instead of always going against each other. I think is with African Americans, us as young men and young women, is ego and pride, man. Once we can get that away, because these other races don't have that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Italians.
Yeah, they don't
You know
care.
what I'm saying?
They want to help. They pulling each other up. Like, hey, I got 100,000 here.
Hispanics.
I'm gonna give you 10. Do something with it.
You go to New York, bro. You just see the different cultures
Yeah.
and different ethnicities in like their own city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
it's
You go down Capitol Boulevard, they got a Hispanic bank
Wow.
right there in Minute City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah, we'll get it together. I think it just sucks because It's crazy. I don't want to go off topic.
No,
but
go ahead.
I was thinking about the whole St. Aug situation.
Yeah.
If I'm LeBron James, and I already got a school in Ohio, why wouldn't I want to buy a university too?
You got it, bro. And
I got billions of dollars.
Hey,
I got billions of dollars.
Slow down for a second. Drop a fucking bomb for
Like,
that.
hey,
I'm going.
Hey.
Drop. Because I haven't heard this perspective, but it makes sense.
It's a tax. For one, it's a tax write-off. It's real estate.
I never heard.
It's
this
real estate,
perspective.
and I can save at HBCU and look like the man.
Yeah.
And I can have James University, all whatever you want to call it, but it's mine. And I'm gonna save this school, and we're gonna talk about doing that for other colleges as well. I'm a billionaire. I'm in that bracket.
Wow.
I'm Hove. I got cheese.
he the first.
Wow.
You're the first person I've heard say anything to that effect.
Yeah, I'm saving it, bro. That was me out of car saying, "How much y'all need?"
Yeah.
All right, shut it down for a year. Let's put it together. We're gonna open up enrollment.
Wow.
We'll renovate. We're gonna do this, do
We're
this.
gonna,
I
we're gonna
never
have the
heard that
greatest
perspective,
basketball
bro.
team. We're gonna have the best jerseys. Everything. It's real estate. It's real estate.
Oh,
Wow.
It's real estate.
LeBron James.
Hey,
LeBron.
They not thinking, man. Ain't no way.
we gotta tag you in this. We gotta tag you.
Ain't
in
no
this
way.
bro.
There's
be a
no
real
way I
thing.
would have heard
Everybody
that.
heard it first from Shaun.
Yeah.
You heard it first right here, man.
Hey, it broke my heart because St. Aug was one of the first. Like,
Yeah,
they're
and
that
they're
top.
still going through there.
Yeah.
They're still going through that. You know what I'm saying?
It's still. I think it was got back accredited at one point, and then did it lose it again? I can't remember.
I think they lost it again
Yeah.
because I mean I know somebody that worked there and it's just it ain't good.
Man, that's tough.
And it's sad because you got Shaw who has alumni who continuously putting it to the school, so you'll never see that happen with Shaw unless they just lose everybody, which I doubt. They have a strong alumni.
Right.
St. Aug has the same strong alumni, but a lot of those kids were from out of town, DC, different cities. So I don't think they wanted to. They don't take it as serious as Shaw does. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if to see a historic real estate or any type of land, and I'm super rich, I'm getting that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting that. I need that.
And your name, like his name alone, would
Bro, imagine
bring
that.
in.
Hey, LeBron James just bought St. Aug University. What? I'm going.
Yeah. Fact.
We're gonna have the best football team back. It's gonna be up. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that's fire, bro.
Tell you.
I haven't thought about that aspect.
Yeah, man. I look at all that stuff different because I'm like I said, I throw part. Just because I'm a promoter, I still see everything as something that could be done.
Potential.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So to hear something like that, and I'm like, ain't no rich person trying to.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
And it's got like to be. It has to be a black person. A
It
black.
has,
to be.
Tyler
Has to be.
Perry.
Yeah. Tyler, Oprah, somebody.
Tyler Perry could open up.
Kevin Hart.
Man,
Yeah. Right.
they got the money. They're not familiar with what North Carolina is. You got to educate them on that.
Right.
You got to let them know what CIAA is and what that means.
Need to come back to Charlotte or Raleigh or.
CIAA definitely got to come back to Charlotte.
I heard Baltimore all right though.
You heard? I haven't. been
Yeah, I
to
had some people
Baltimore.
go. They said the first 2 years because it was mad cold.
That's what it. That's
That's the-
Yeah, but the
first
last 2 years they said it was cool.
I haven't had anybody talk about this year.
Yeah.
But like last year and the year before,
Yeah,
they was just like, man, I ain't rocking with
it'll
it.
never
man.
be like Charlotte.
I ain't
bro.
rocking with it.
Charlotte was historical.
Charlotte.
But here's the thing, though. Like going all the way back to Dreamville and the amount of revenue and the
What's your thoughts on it? I know
the
where he's going
number.
with it. I know where he's going with it.
The amount of people that have attended, right? What it's eclipsed 6-figure
Yeah, easy
attendance, right?
Yeah,
Easily.
100,000 easy.
Raleigh can handle a CIAA, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like it can handle.
Well,
it's-
It has before.
The exact what I'm trying to tell y'all is appeal.
Mhm.
Raleigh's not appealing
There
to
you go.
people that want to. If I'm an artist and they call me, hey man, I'm trying to book you for da. You got to look at the history of when these rappers come here, they get in trouble because of weed. Ain't nowhere to go for the after parties. So you got to, bro.
So that goes into legislation and law making and all.
Yeah, it's so much that go on that's why Charlotte is what it is because they bend the rules just enough to survive and make something like CIAA happen.
So I think that's now like where I want to like take this conversation. Well, like you're talking about CIAA, Dreamville, dealing with a lot of celebrities and they hit you,
Right.
Because
Yeah, we didn't even ask you about celebrities.
so like when they hit you and be like, hey, I want to boom boom boom, but and it's in Raleigh.
Right.
How do you like get around talking to them? Because no, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, finish.
So so just the amount of celebrities that come to Raleigh and that you've been able to accommodate. How do you make sure that they're straight just based off the
it's tough.
Legislation?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. That's why a lot of that crowd goes somewhere else. They don't come to because I can't offer them that what they're asking for.
Right.
That's just it's tough. But if we were somewhere else, it'd be so much easier. It's hard, man. That's why if you look at a lot of the concerts, there's a lot of people that's coming. They're not coming to Raleigh. Doechii, Tyler the Creator. I mean, I think Tyler's coming, but a lot of these, they don't want to come to Raleigh. They don't want to deal with I don't have anything to do when I get there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I would love to see how to come back, but then we got to
make some changes.
A lot of these venues going to be like, because they don't understand it.
Right.
Maybe this could be that. This could be.
Oh, no, we'll make it work.
This could be like, hey, what the fuck y'all gonna do now?
I'll book the Dorton Arena the whole weekend.
Hey,
or like I mentioned today before we even got here, I was like, I said this is the final Dreamville. I was like, J. Cole, sell Dreamville to another company.
He did.
Did he?
Dreamville Fest is owned by Live Nation. They sold it 3 years ago.
So, if this is the quote unquote final Dreamville as we know it,
it's not.
That's what okay.
Ooh.
All right. That's new. That's new information.
Ooh,
I think
that's new information.
So when do we want to drop this out? This episode?
Whatever.
That's new information.
They're revamping everything. I mean, I'm in them circles, but I'm not in
every single thing.
Right. I just know that it's impossible for somebody who's an investor or owner see millions of dollars and say, nah, we good.
Yeah, like
that ain't what it is. What it is
return.
No, it's not even that. This is business. So if I'm Live Nation and I have a product and I see Rolling Loud, I see Coachella, I see Lollapalooza
every year.
Built in America, whatever. All that I see everything. Made in America tour. Why can't we do this with Dreamville Fest? Why can't we take this and have it in Chicago 1 year?
This should be
have it in New York 1 year. Have it in Miami or somewhere. Why can't we bounce it around so all the fans globally can get a chance to experience what we offer from Dreamville Fest perspective?
So it's Dreamville finale in Raleigh.
Probably, but it's not done though.
So
it's not,
to me, this is just me speaking of a person who was born and raised in this area. Why can't it stay in Raleigh?
That's my
once again appeal. Look, you gotta look at the artist list. People expected a crazy going out party for the art. They done brought everybody. If you go back to the first, they done brought every single person you could think of.
But all those after parties.
No, it's not even. No, we're talking about just the artists that perform.
Yeah, the lineup.
Yeah, the lineup. They done brought everybody we've asked for. I mean, you got to think they brought Burner, but they done brought every artist. Yeah. It's just there's nothing for them to do. You understand?
Yeah.
There's not. Drake had to get Dave and Buster's last year.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Dave and Buster's
2023.
Yeah. Why would he have to go do that?
That's crazy.
When we could have gave him, I could have got the Cam. We could have did anything, but it's just there's no appeal. So what
do we need to do? As like a
I ain't in the rooms, man. All I know is you got to pitch it to where it's bigger than just a festival. Yeah. A lot of these artists and a lot of these people have sponsorships. Tap into that. If I'm booking Megan Thee Stallion and I know she has a new tequila coming out, let me get an activation for her so she'll have something to do while she's here. Let me go holler at Shaun. Hey, we need Killjoy for Thursday for Megan Thee Stallion tequila. She coming to town early, but she performing on Saturday. Cool, let's make that happen. If that type of stuff isn't happening, it's hard for them to want to come here and believe that they'll have a good time in Raleigh. That's all it is. It's the same. They do it in L.A. L.A., New York has always been like, I love it. And D.C. is probably one of the, they'll show you when somebody come in town or you got festivals and stuff going on, there's things lined up from Broccoli City. Niggas is doing something from Tuesday to Sunday.
I heard about Broccoli.
Broccoli, and that's just all it is. It's not even about the parties. It's about having these people that you're paying millions of dollars to come perform. They're sponsored by Nike or Adidas or some type of tequila brand. Set up something for them to do so they could touch the fans that might not be coming to the concert, or just show that this city can handle managing multiple things at one time.
So what can we do?
'Cause
Like that. So
the infrastructure is here. We've seen it happen multiple
with
years.
the building.
People,
so like
people just gotta believe in the process.
So that's something that I want to challenge like everybody. Like, what is it that we can do? Like, if we want these, because I see the comments just like you may see the comments. Like, hey, why can't we get this person? Dreamville is, first of all, I'm a Cole fan. So like, at the end of the day, like,
He's the biggest Cole fan.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. My boy TJ, huge J. Cole fan. TJ Lee.
He might be the biggest. I don't know.
Hey, tell TJ come holler at me. Hey, shout out TJ, man.
That's funny.
But like, if I'm seeing this, I'm hearing it, because I've never heard it from this perspective. Like what is it that we can do? Like, if we want, if I'm hearing like Dreamville Fest is not what consumers want, like they wanted more artists, what I'm saying? Not saying that this,
but they brought everybody.
They really outside of Beyonce, Chris Brown.
I'm not mad at Drew. They did exactly what they supposed to do for these 5 years. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just talking about what the people saying.
Yeah, facts.
Outside of Beyonce, Chris Brown, Jay-Z, to me, like somebody like the Locks, you know what I'm saying? Like
fire, that'd be fire.
That'll be fire.
Yeah.
But like outside of those, they
brought Dipset. They did the joint with DJ Drama.
Yeah, true.
When they had T.I., Jeezy.
Yeah,
they did that already.
Busta Rhymes ain't been though. He ain't came here.
I think Busta.
Nah, Busta haven't came.
Busta
ain't never came. Yeah, I'm mad about that one.
Yeah, like it's certain. And to me, to that point, I'm
Missy would be fire.
Missy would be fire for sure, because she would.
Missy would be crazy.
Now, I'm gonna say this.
Bro, what? Because
this may be Uncle Near's talking.
Right, it definitely Uncle Near's talking.
But prior to all the allegations and all the stuff, all the information coming out, Bad Boy, that would have been fire too. Prior to all that. Now that I know what I know, I'm like, nah.
I'm in front row.
Yeah.
Right. Because you
got to separate the artist from the man.
You're doing Faith Evans. You're doing
112.
112. Total. Like,
yeah.
G-Dep.
But even outside of Diddy itself, we still can have that.
Right.
Because they're separate from him.
They're separate from him.
You know what would have been even crazier? So Def.
Bro, we ain't had no Bow Wow. We ain't had
Dupree would have been crazy. He could have brought everybody.
Mariah Carey.
Franchise Boy.
Woo!
That would have been crazy.
So like, I think it's a
Migos ain't came. Atlanta went.
None of the Atlanta.
Migos ain't came.
If Dirk was out, I wanted to see Dirk.
Dirk came already.
No, Dirk ain't never been a Dream.
Dirk been a Dreamville. Dirk was just here like
19.
What year was this?
It had to be 19.
20. The second one, Dirk was here.
So the second one was like 2021.
Yeah, Dirk was here.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young Thug. He ain't been.
Migos.
But that's what I mean by cost. You gotta look at cost too. Now you name an artist that's very expensive.
Yeah.
But these are headliners.
They are, but they expensive.
So to my point,
why y'all think Future ain't came? Future want $2 million.
So
he want $2 million.
So to my point is, okay, if Dreamville won't be Dreamville as we know it, as we've known it to be in terms of
Dreamville Fest. Say Dreamville Fest for just like, because Dreamville's gonna be Dreamville. But we speaking on Dreamville Fest.
Dreamville Fest. Yeah, let me be specific.
Yeah.
Dreamville Fest.
I don't want them to eat us up in the comments.
That part. Yeah. Right.
Hey, we are Dreamville fans.
Yeah.
But if you, like you said, if they sold it, right? They sold it to Live Nation. To me, if I'm Dreamville Records or Dreamville, the entity of Dreamville, I'm like, yo, let me negotiate and say, hey, 2-3 artists are going to have automatic slots.
The baby.
Right?
I don't know why he ain't.
Why he ain't been? Why he ain't been?
That one I'm still shocked by. It's been 5 years.
That's crazy.
You ain't bring one of the hottest guys from North Carolina to a North Carolina festival.
That don't make sense.
Neither here nor there.
It don't make sense. Yeah. But like what I was saying was, okay, you negotiate that contract like, hey, in perpetuity, as they say, Dreamville artists would have 2 to 3 slots every year, wherever the Dreamville Festival may reside. You know what I'm saying? To me, it opens up the door to a lot more variety.
Right.
Because when you look at, and I mentioned this on our last, we do this on the feed podcast. So this is the Gentleman's Guide.
We went live.
We went live when the lineup dropped. But I was like, the Roots Picnic. When you look at the lineup the variety. Like me personally, I'm an R&B. Like I'm a hip hop guy.
Because I think the Roots Picnic is what it is because of when it started.
Mm-hmm.
I think it started probably like 15 years ago. So they got ahead of everything.
Yeah.
And then it's in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to get to. If I'm an artist from New York, that's an hour drive.
Flights to Philly is
Yeah, if I'm in Chicago, that's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I can get there. If I'm in Florida, Miami, 2 hours drive. So that's what I said. It's got to be appealing.
It's actually infrastructure.
there you go. That part. That's what I meant.
It's infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
Is how the logistics of what it's gonna take to get there.
Right.
There you go.
I see where you.
Yeah, it's all about appeal, man. It's like you could do something, but if people don't see the interest in it, they're not coming.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It ain't about the money. It's really about, all right, this is, as an artist, this is a break for me to go perform and be around other artists that I love, and I can have a good time. But at the same time, I can make some back end money from my after party. I can promote whatever I got going on, either it's clothes, liquor, whatever it is. I gotta be activated to do something.
We don't have that here.
We don't. That's the only thing.
We don't have that here, man.
Yeah.
So
Man, that's a challenge, man.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So just to kind of not sum it up, but kind of putting the cap on the conversation because we're coming up on an hour. So what's next? Do you have any plans for like what's next for you in terms of like this?
Yeah, I mean, the goal is to eventually get my own spot. I'm in some conversations with some investors, some people now, but
Ownership. Okay.
yeah, but I'm getting older, so it's like I'm trying to figure out how can I still be young mentally and understand that the crowd is going to get younger.
Yeah,
There you go.
Things are going to change.
Yeah.
So what do I bring to the table that will continuously make whoever I'm doing it with, we can stay successful for 5-6 years and make money and not lose people based on us being outdated.
So to that point, how do you tap into what's new, what's current? Right.
You just gotta do
get
research,
older,
man.
You gotta do your research. So
Music is everything. I tell you, the music can tell you everything.
I want to tap into that.
There you go.
Because like this is something that I have like
Yeah.
listed, the culture of music.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Culture of music.
That's what keep Killjoy Friday is what it is.
How has
It's
that
music.
impacted and changed what you do, how you do it, when you do it,
Yeah.
and
It drives.
the venue that you choose and drives it for that. And let's go.
It's just making sure you got the right setup.
Yeah.
From the time somebody gets here, from security to the door to the greeter to the music, it's all about the DJ, man.
Yeah.
The DJ is everything to everything you got going on. If the DJ is trash, people are not coming.
So who chooses the DJ?
Me.
So
I pay him, I choose him.
All right, bet. So outside of the people that like you said, the girls working and the security, those guys, you got a staff. But in terms of the DJ, you got like a running list of I got this
love
guy.
all my guys,
this
yeah.
guy would do well in this environment or this party.
You got to know where to put them.
bet.
That's important too.
Okay.
Because every DJ DJs differently. And some DJs see a crowd and automatically think, oh, I got to play this.
right.
Instead of just letting it build up, then cracking their head. Some DJs just go straight to it. And that kind of, so you got to know.
It's a science to
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Depends on
It's-
the crowd.
Because you said your uncle was a DJ.
Yeah, my Uncle Tony, pretty much Earthquake Productions in Durham. They used to own a club called, it's Teasers now. It's a strip club now, but I think it was the Power Company back in the 90s. My Uncle Dexter, he used to own it. And DJ Skaz. I've known Double J since he was his uncle. Yeah.
Shout out Double J.
Double J, bro.
I know
Yeah.
his dad.
We need to get him on too.
His dad, fire DJ.
Make that happen?
Craze Nabs, all them, huh?
Can you make that
Double?
happen?
Yeah, I'll let him. He'll be here in town next week, I think,
Okay,
for double for
We'd definitely
Dreamville.
like to,
Yeah.
because I've been to a couple weddings. I've been to, of course, parties, whatever.
Yeah.
But, and then, like, out of town, people don't know who DJ Double J is.
Yeah, they do.
But,
They do. Boy, good.
but as soon as they, like, go to that wedding or attend that wedding,
What's up?
it's like, oh,
Yeah, he different, man. That's because he grew up in that world. I mean, all of those guys I named, Scholar, DJ Scat, these are legendary DJs in Durham.
Yeah.
And Double J was born into that. Like, when I say born into it, his dad is in that crew. So that's all he know.
So, by I mean, like, not know him, they didn't know of him.
No, like, people outside of
outside of, like, North
Right,
Carolina.
right.
Like, so, like, I've been to, like, 30 weddings. Literally. No, that's a fact. Like,
It's a wedding crash.
I might have been in two in my entire life.
I've been to 30 weddings, and then a couple of those weddings, DJ Double J was the DJ.
DJ,
So
yeah.
like like out of towners were like, yo, this DJ is rocking. They don't know who.
Yeah,
Yo, it's
fire.
You like that? Yeah.
So then, like when I tell him,
I'll
like,
put my boy against anybody.
so
Facts.
like, it's like, oh shit, like damn, he like this nigga is fire.
Yeah,
And
that's,
then
that's that Durham, man. We different,
then
man.
he go to Colorado with
Fire.
Coach Prime.
Nah, the glow up.
Show out.
The glow up is good. That's another. That's
He
I'm
in
proud.
Texas now, right?
I'm proud of him. Yeah, he in Dallas.
Yeah,
I'm
he
proud
in
of him
Dallas.
because
Man,
that's a risk taker.
Yeah,
Yeah, high risk, high reward. That's just the game. You
That's-
see yourself
that's
running
fine,
see you on the treadmill, continuously trying to lose weight, but you realize that you running the same 30 minutes, the same 3 miles every day. Nothing's changing. You have to do something. Now you got to get off the treadmill, go hit the weights.
Yeah.
Go do something. Go run outside. Then you start seeing your brain start working again. And I think he just needed to change the atmosphere. He did everything he could here already.
Right,
He did it all. And that's what
Yeah,
everybody, that's why we keep saying about me, like, man, you done it. What's next? And I'm trying to figure that out. Like,
Because there's a ceiling here.
Yeah.
As you've alluded to it multiple times,
Right.
but there's a ceiling in the Raleigh
in Raleigh area.
Yeah.
As a promoter, man.
And it's not a negative thing. It is okay. You've
outgrown
it, and it's okay.
yeah, you just got. Well, I love here. If I do come across some bread and I'm not leaving Raleigh. I'm gonna open it up here.
Yeah.
So look,
I'm here.
I don't know how to say this, but a couple clubs have closed.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know.
TJ's.
Okay. Yeah, I think somebody already got it already.
Somebody got it?
I think so.
You are, man. You know they.
Yeah, that's
they
prime
get
real
snatched up
estate. That's
real
prime real
fast.
estate. Yeah,
They get
and it's
snatched up.
huge too. Space is huge.
So,
I think it's Spanish. It's a Spanish club. I think.
I look at real estate all day, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's some of the things that I look at. But that also went into like where we was going next with it.
Yeah.
Like what's next for you, man? But before we end it, the thing that I wanted to ask you, it's a lot of promoters here. A lot of them you cool with,
Yeah.
and not to put y'all against each other, but how do you balance? Well, two things. How do you balance life being a promoter, but how do you balance life being a promoter and some of your peers are your close friends and y'all are sometimes
competing for the same spots.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like basketball.
Yeah.
It's a brotherhood.
Yeah.
Just because I play for the Bulls and you play for the Lakers, don't mean we doing. There's nothing different.
Yeah.
Right,
You know.
right.
I support what you got going on, as long as you support what I got going on.
fire.
We
That's
keep it
fire.
cordial. And I'm going to bring shit today. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, we just got to show each other. I don't think I've ever had any bad blood with anybody. I just think I've always been the first, and I think that kind of like, hopefully it motivates them. You know what I'm saying? My flyers were always better. My DJs were always better. My venues were always better. And that's
Talk
just
your- talk your-
that's just humbly
Hey,
speaking. Like
Facts is facts, bro.
yeah.
sir.
So it had nothing to do with them, but they motivated me to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know that, but I will see. Me and Brent will literally bump into each other, passing out flyers at the same apartment complex in Durham, and be like, "Dang!" Now it's like, okay, I see. I gotta get on mine.
This is
Yeah, so it's just like we just motivate
But
each
we
other,
at- yeah.
and I'm proud of everybody that's doing it. Like I'm happy for all my guys, man.
Iron sharp as
I
iron,
think
man.
I think being from where we're from and being able to do what we do and understand that we're doing it for the people.
We got who we got? Neiman Marcus,
Neiman, Brent, me,
Marseille.
Who else? My boy Dane, we coming up, friends and family. That's dope.
Yeah.
My nigga Joe. Who else? There's a few cats. Right now it's just the old heads we kind of holding on, but the youngest they coming.
And the old heads before you, the only two. It was 7 parties. That was
7 Dynasty 5,
Dynasty 5.
A Life. A1 A list. Chuck. They fire.
And there was one more that was man, he off Millbrook. He off Millbrook.
B Rose.
B Rose.
Yeah, B Rose. Yeah, B Rose been around, man. Dame Dash was my nigga.
Yeah. Shout out to Pete Hudson. You always come through for B Rose.
Yeah.
So
I don't think B Rose get the props.
he don't get the props that he.
Yeah,
deserves.
he. Sometimes you gotta muscle your way in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta. Everything ain't about money, but sometimes it's about money.
Because I saw what he did with Body when it was The Office. I saw what because that's how long I've been around.
Yeah.
From The Office days.
When everybody is a somebody. That what you talking about?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Body used to be crazy, man.
Yeah.
Body is
Body
a
used to
somebody.
be crazy.
But I saw what he did to The Office, and then when he came in and it changed the Body and how he.
Yeah, I think that was him and Rome.
Yeah.
They
And
started
then,
doing shit.
and then after.
You know what I'm mad about Raleigh? We let Raleigh Live close.
You let Raleigh, and
I was so mad, man.
A lot of people don't know this, that everybody to go to the food hall, that used to be a club.
That used to be a club.
Yeah,
Morgan Street Food Hall
never
used to
knew
be.
that?
I didn't know that.
Morgan Street Food Hall used to be a club.
He get out way
bro.
more than me. I don't.
Yeah.
I get out every now and then.
Yeah, Raleigh Live should still be open to this day.
Bro,
I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that.
Live?
I did not know that.
Hey,
Fire.
go back and watch the interview. I mentioned Raleigh Live earlier.
Yeah.
Raleigh Live was fire.
That's crazy.
Fire. I'm so mad about that. They would not let me do no party there.
And before it was
I'm
Raleigh
so
Live,
mad.
it was called Jillian's.
Yes, it was called Jillian's. That's right.
It was an 18. It was an 18 club. You can go there as long as you wasn't over 18.
I mean, West Mirage had a little run. Mirage had a run.
I remember Mirage.
Mirage had a run.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Whoa.
Mirage had a nice little run.
Hey.
I was like, damn. I wasn't even a part of that, but I was
Whoa.
like, it's lit in here.
Mirage had a
Crazy.
run, bro. And then you walk upstairs.
Yeah,
if you was
crazy
upstairs
vibes.
looking down on the,
Crazy vibe. That's what I said. Old Raleigh was, man. It was just like I said. You could step outside and taste it. It's different. Now it's just I'm working so hard just to entertain these new people that's coming in town. Like I meet girls from Atlanta that just moved here, Ohio, Seattle. They coming,
man.
They coming from everywhere, and they want that vibe, man. And and I'm trying my best, bro. I swear when I say I'm trying,
So
bro.
what can we do to help? What can we like?
And keep supporting, man, and do stuff like this, open dialogue like this. It helps me get my name out, and people hopefully show attention to it, spread the word. You know what I'm saying? I just like the support, man. I'm cool with the support.
Yeah,
that helps. That goes a long way. Spreading the word. Hey, I can go for my birthday. Yeah, my man Shaun. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, man.
Yeah.
So put your Instagram out, bro.
Yeah, Shaun Henny, SHAUN Henny, HENY. Yeah,
Yes, sir, man.
Everybody
with that
tap
being
in.
said, man, I think this was a dope.
No, it's fire.
This was so dope, man. And I told you, this ain't about nothing else, but I told you, like, we gotta get your story out.
Yeah, thank you,
I
man.
always told you that.
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate that. I work hard, man.
Yeah.
Like this, I said this past week. Like my birthday is next week, and I haven't even had a chance to focus on my birthday because I've been trying to get Dreamville stuff done.
So
Happy early birthday, bro.
We're gonna talk about that.
Appreciate that.
No,
big
we're gonna
dog.
talk
Thank
about that. So with that being said, let's do this right here, man.
I wanted some of that nearest.
Hey, man, go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up.
Tap that nearest, man.
Yeah, we can mix it with that elk. We're gonna call it the nearest elk. Yeah, I like that.
So with this being said, man, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, thank y'all, man. Say you my brother, man,
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
I always want to tell you, man, you one of the out of the thousands of people that come to my party, there's a group of like maybe 100 people that's been coming to my party since day one. He's in that 100.
Man, thank you.
So if I ever get married, you invited, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah. You invited. Whatever I got going on, you always good, bro.
Thank you, man.
My nigga, man.
So
dope,
look,
bro.
let's say this, man. I'm gonna combine these.
Yeah.
I mean, first and foremost, man, shout out to your mom.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Shout out to your mom, man. And secondly, man, just shout out to everything that you've done to build up to where you are.
Yeah.
Getting out the mud.
Yeah.
As a black man in a city that don't want us there.
Right.
From Durham.
From Durham.
What'd you say? East side.
Yeah.
Eastside Durham, man. Shout out to Eastside
We
Durham.
don't say East Durham. Man.
East Durham.
Yeah.
East Durham. All right, my bad.
Yeah, no, y'all good. They go correct me like, bro, why you let them say East Side? Like,
Yeah, that's your job. You supposed to.
Yeah, East Durham.
East Durham, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, I know Deshaun watching, man. Deshaun, hey, my bad. But thirdly, man, we just want to, big ups to everything that you're doing here, man.
Right.
Like,
Appreciate
this is like a lot of vibes. We got a lot of promoters here, man. And shout out to y'all. No shade to anybody. This at the end of the day, like you stated, it's a competitive sport.
Right.
We all trying to do that, but thank you for everything that you do.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Salute. Thank y'all, man. Salute. Good. Congratulations on this dope podcast, and I hope this shit blow up.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Bro. I appreciate it.
Got you, man.
With that being said, man, Gentleman God is out.
We out of here.
Yes, sir, man.
Until next time.
Yes.